Jai Guru. Question. Some seekers awaken after a short time, and yet for others it may take years. There does not seem to be any logical explanation for this. Answer. The most important ingredient for self-realization is an unceasing passion and drive to find out who or what you are. Some seekers have a strong drive at the beginning of their journey, but when they are faced with life's challenges, their determination weakens and just peters out. For others, even though they may know they are merely illusory, conditioned constructions, the fear that arises in the face of being demolished feels so real, all-consuming, and intolerable that they give up at that point. There must be a fire within that is burning, longing to know the truth of your existence. Keep the fire burning until spontaneous conviction arises. Question. Why is a guru or a true authentic teacher necessary? Answer. First of all, the guru once had the same burning desire for truth, which led to self-fulfillment. Secondly, because he has walked the same path as you are now walking, he knows all the obstacles. And thirdly, in the guru's presence, self-transformation quickens. The guru is therefore the perfect guide. Question. While I was sitting meditating, my body started to ache and my mind was screaming and telling me to stop. But I did not listen and carried on meditating. Eventually the pain subsided, and as I forgot about the mind and the body, a blissful state followed. Answer. Excellent. Your perseverance brought rewards. Here in this little battle with the mind, you became the victor and showed the mind that you are the master and not its slave. Well done. Question. I was going through a very difficult time with family problems. I sat in front of my altar, just being with the masters. Shortly after, I was looking out of the window up to the sky, and I could see Maharaj. I could not believe it. I was laughing and crying at the same time. But then the mind commented that I was imagining it all. My question now is, did this happen? Did Maharaj actually appear to me, or was it just my imagination? Answer. This is wonderful. Be assured that it was not your imagination. Whenever or wherever the Guru appears, in visions, dreams, etc., it is always reality. Never doubt this fact. The Guru appears to show you that he is with you at all times. He appears because of your devotion. Often during some hard times, when we feel battered by life and a little broken, grace manifests in different ways to strengthen you. In your recent experience, you were gifted with supreme grace, a blessing indeed. Question. Devotion feels alien to me. I am an intellectual type. Answer. I heard the same statement from someone else recently, and I will respond to you in the same way. Were you an intellectual or any other kind of type prior to beingness? Of course not. This is something you identify yourself with. It is a false and conditioned image you have of yourself. This concept of being an intellectual type needs to be thrown out along with the rest of them. It is part of the baggage that keeps your false identity functioning. Using the tools of self-inquiry, discrimination and detachment, you will be able to drop everything you imagine yourself to be. Question. What I find very helpful about Ramakant Maharaj's teachings is his dismissal of all concepts. I used to spend so much time and energy trying to grasp the words that teachers use to communicate, trying to understand the truth intellectually. Now I know that this is not the way. Answer. Yes. You are prior to language, prior to all words and concepts. Intellectual knowledge to stimulate the mind keeps us on the merry-go-round of the search, as we analyse the words, attempt to grasp their meanings, and delude ourselves into believing that we have got it. Granted, we start off with intellectual understanding, but then the knowledge must be absorbed so that there is no separation between being and knowing. Question. I have read so many spiritual books from different traditions, and now I feel as if they have just filled my head with unnecessary knowledge. This cleansing process would have been easier if I had not accumulated so much. In your presence, it is all so simple. You share truth, and I accept it, from presence to presence, heart to heart. Answer. That is the best. Don't think about what I am saying. Instead, listen with an open heart and drink it all in. This way, the seed of truth is planted and will grow spontaneously without any interference from the mind. Question. I have kept up the practice for a couple of years amidst a busy life, and I'm thinking that the spontaneous conviction should have happened by now. I am beginning to lose heart. Answer. Who is thinking that? Don't think. It will happen. Continue with the practice and know that with grace, everything will unfold as it is meant to. Question. I feel that after reciting the Nam mantra faithfully, a lot of the illusory layers have now been removed. But this has left me with a feeling of emptiness and depression. I was not expecting that. Answer. Realize that you're still just in the middle of the process. You're not at the end. It is important for you to sing or listen to some bhajans while demolishing the pseudo-self. The bhajans will lift your mood and distract you from feelings of loss. These feelings are temporary and a reaction to your detachment from illusion. They will pass. Question. I know and I have the conviction that everything is an illusion, but this space is not very pleasant. It is not what I was expecting. It feels very dry and cold. Answer. Knowing that everything is an illusion is only part one or half the picture. The other half is the spontaneous conviction that you are Brahman, the one and only reality, the ultimate truth, and being established in that. The spontaneous conviction has not yet arisen, but when it does, there will be an overpowering sense of awe, overwhelming happiness, peace and love. Don't stop now. Keep moving forward without analysing what is happening or not happening. Jai Guru.